Hello student, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope all are very well. Today my class on noting and drafting. Very basic detail and there it difference. Because in the junior purchase assistant examination, their question will be asked about the noting and drafting in the level 2 discussion type papers and part B. So hope you know everything and you have also joined my class. So here I am detailed explanation about the noting and drafting. Okay, firstly I want to say if you have do not download my video from Applied Science Solution, you may download my application and visit this course and download this video PDF from this folders. Okay, from this folder and study materials. Okay, so hope you have understand about this. You will get this beauty PDF in my applications applied science solution. Okay, now I start about the what is noting and drafting. Here I compare because you may understand what is minute difference between noting and drafting. If you will not understand practically what is noting and what is drafting, then you cannot write its format, what is the format of noting, what is format of drafting. Okay, this video's class will be available in Hindi also. If you comment this, then I will make a video separately about the Hindi medium. Okay, so in this way I want to say this video is very useful for you because I compare each and everything by which your mindset may differentiate how to write a drafting or how to write a noting. Okay, so this video will very much useful for you. Let's start this video. I would request you firstly take a relax 1 minute and take water after I start my class because your concentration is very important for my teaching. Okay, so let's start this video. What is noting? Firstly, I want to say noting. What is noting? Noting is a process of preparing a brief essential of proposal on a paper under consideration with the correct statistics and running position in the file. Make an important file decision by government officer on the file. The noting is submitted by the dealing officers to his intermediary officer between him and the officer competent to decide them. Such officers also record their view adding regions, then it comes submitted to his higher authority for final order. Here given many things. Firstly, say here is not a final order given, and something is given under consideration. That means there any decision is if one taken, then the first step the noting is retained, and if any there are many options. Suppose you are planning for any final decision, then you have many options and many rules. But after cutting something, you may have two options disclose, only two options are remain. Then the next stage comes to you drafting. Okay, drafting a rough sketch of a document or essential attempt of a prepare a document that can be corrected, improved, and changed before its final approval. It means final approval and the critical functions of English noting drafting is set, complete, propose, and dispose in the logical manner and supported by the rules and proceeding if no rule is existing. Especially, I want to say, suppose you understand with the mathematical numbers because everyone know 0 and 1. I want to say without a 0 you cannot know about the what is mathematics. But when you start everything 1, then you can know 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. It means the basic the noting start from the noting, and after this the drafting comes like a 1. Okay, suppose if you want a chair, if you want to purchase a chair from a government office, then you have options from which company you have to purchase and what is quality should be available. Then you everything write in a simple paper and you see your officer what should I how to write my application and what should be improved. Then your dealing officer, your assigning indent officer will be write a noting, and they will see to higher officer. Then he will rectify this. Then he will draft a letter to higher authority for a financial sanctions system. That is basic function. First noting and then is drafting. Okay. So now I say you practical format. This is very practical format. You can take a screenshot. Also, you can take it original PDF from my applications. Okay. what is different between noting and what is different between drafting. Okay, firstly I want to say here given the file number, here is given file number, note number, file number, date, subject, previous reference, and brief on the note, and how many matters you wanted to say about the indent or notings. Okay, your primary ideas, and authority, orders on subject, if any, proposal, subject, signature of initiator. Yes, noting is initiate from any initiator persons, and here is the signature of officer to whom it marked to. Okay, it means he will be lower authority. This will be higher authority. Okay, and where is it about the line break? That means one have to enter line break. There will be 4 line break in the noting. But if you want a drafting, that should be in the corner side. You have to mode of transmission, post or messenger, because you have taken a decision anything one place and your higher authority stabilized in another place. Then this communication will be which type of media: online, offline, post office, any another things may be available. So in the drafting, it is mandatory to the right mode of transmission, speed post or anything. You may write any dummy types. Okay, here also given a file number, but here given about the name, designation, telephone number, and the postal of the send organization. That means you have proposed anything, your upper officer have drafted, approved this, then this official will write a draft. This was noting, and another was a drafting. Okay, and the drafting will be sent to the higher authority for the more approval in the most funding sections. Okay, then here will be salutation and subject and the body graph, then enclosure and the ending salutation, sender name and designation. Okay, here will be no any higher authority here given, because he already sent this to higher authority for waiting for response. Okay, this will be dropped. Okay, for example, I say you this Hindi version, but I will separate video about the Hindi. But here I about once here given a noting, this is noting and this is drafting. Suppose here given the a topic about the Tokyo seeking permission to shoot movie in India. This is a very old file as taken from a YouTube screenshot, and here I want to say this is here given the noting or Tokyo have possibility and have ideas to seeking permission about the shoot movie in India. Okay, here is something of file number given and the subject number given. Later here is the body options and how what is a plan and what is possibilities, and he taken a one line break, one line break, one line break. Okay, in this way point may be anything point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4. Okay, in this way in the last this is someone was dealing officer and there had 30% for the sign up. Okay, this was a example of noting. But if you want drafting, then firstly you have to post, you have to mode of transmission will be available. Second things, you have a right about the designated officer where you are sending this drafting permissions. Okay, and here given the respected sir, permission of granting of shooting, this is noting, and regarding this available the drafting. Okay, here note down permission granted to the shooting portions for Japan, file number given, file number this given. It means there is something reference about the previous, something about the page of the previous. Okay, suppose this was the 68 by C, the 69 and 70. This is a hypothetical maybe numbers. Only the skilling want to know about the organization examining authority. Okay, DAE. So here written the noted this we receive, kindly recall the case and clarify the permission and should the relevant in India. We convey the permission to universal motion picture etc. Okay, and here attached about the something officer's order. Okay, and here yours sincerely and one sign is available. This may be left also, this may be right, no issue. Okay, but the main things in the drafting you have to write the designated officer address detail in left side and the mode of transmission in right side. Okay, so this is a draft. Okay, here again also in Hindi. Okay, but I will make a video separate of Hindi. You can again again you will think what is noting and what is drafting. Noting. In a many organizations, particularly government organizations, noting is important component processing of a case. Senior officers generally depend upon the views of team members. We depend on the team member express the noting before making decision. Yes, this is the before making decisions. Or drafting is the after a decisions. Okay, and hence the noting assume a significant place working of officers beside the officer accountable their stakeholders making the decision, therefore having the maintained record and the consideration noting on the file server need well. Okay, is drafting after a decision made a case actions taken and convey parties through the appropriate communication. In some case this branch officer or has a formulated idea and he prepare communicate and other draft prepared for the final approval. Okay, so you understand this is very basic zero and this is one, and another thing maybe other communicate options to the other authorities, and something a guideline how to prepare. Suppose you have taken the format, you have taken a format where I've given you, you can take a screenshot this, and also you may get a high resolution in my applications. Okay, you have a idea about the format, but what is their rules and their ideas how to create this. Then he has given us something rules and guidelines how to draft a noting, how to write a noting and how to write a draft. Okay, the guideline have given, and left side have given about the noting, and this is the drafting. Okay, suppose you are writing a drafting, then you have to uh, I said drafting is rough sketch for communication issue after approval by officers concerned. Search the questions. Why draft is necessary? If you given questions, then say what is necessary or draft. Who should address? Who is signed, and who is relation? What relation between sender and receivers? What should be formed, and what should be forms, and is something convey is to be called, and is are available all details or not, and is any intention of the decision, are you waiting for any decision, and the receptor of the response, and the language conveys, and everything may be in such way, and logical sequence should be also available in your drafting, and does it have a proper agency secure grading. Okay, in this way there is there's something rules you have to ask your mind how should be draft. Okay, and there's something detail here given, and checklist your drafting. Suppose you have write everything, then check uh, your drafting skill. Have you written about the identify like a sender, you have written about the who is sender, and something next is the who adopt right from, who want to adopt this and visualization. Their drafting is responsible, their clarity and uniformity, not should be random sentence. Okay, uniformity and avoid the verbalizity, repetitions, word repetitions. And summary should be complex and not lengthy. Not complex and not lengthy. Very easy should be. Okay, in this way you can understand what you have written in the drafting. Okay, a drafting have a file number, name, designation, telephone number, fax number, complete postal address, and the name designation in the postal address, salutation, dear sir, and it is required. Subject name, number and date in the last communication series, the enclosure which the fair copy, subscription faithfully, you essentially require, and mode of transaction registered post office or a special moisture top corner, okay, and urgency grading. Okay, I will also give a solutions of the questions answer further, but here I want to only tell you about the basic knowledge of the noting and drafting and their difference. Okay, now next thing that I explained about the identify the sender, right draft, visualization. We have explained everything. Okay. Now next, what is drafting? Drafting is precise and the common terminology and do not include anything more than the necessary. Okay. So this is the drafting, and list next is the language common defect. Disorderly arrangement is not allowed, and inclusions missing idea is not allowed, and padding should be correct way, and length of sentence should be logical, and the one idea in the one sentence should be written in the one sentence. That should be a drafting. Okay, padding should be like I am further to point out. I would like also add that moreover you will absorb this the more sentence, right? Note down it and take a screenshot. Okay, and it is essential condition the board has examined the further request they repeatedly allocated to land us. Okay, so you have understand this, and you have understand I have taken multiple sources by which you can understand what is the reality of the drafting. Okay, this is also explain about this, and file number, reference number, salutation, consultations, urgency, we have explained you. And the drafting may be adapting maybe ideas may difference as per their intention, like office order, demo office letter, memorandum, circular, government order, procedure, and this may be also affected to the drafting. But you have the basic funda, what idea given or not, file number, address, salutation, sir, whatever I say you. So this is the right side have explained about the drafting. I want to explain about the noting. Okay, hope you have understand about the drafting, and next thing about the noting. Okay, I see you the format of the noting. This was the noting options, and here I say you about the guidelines what should be. There are many guidelines are given here. Suppose R note should be concise point also in the drafting, and the simplest and direct sentence should be right. Notes should not be recorded in the repeat shift and expect the very routine PC page under condition. Suppose you are something page are under condition, then you have to write the PUC page under consideration. Okay, in this way there are many things given. The remarks are recorded by the branch office and senior officer first reproduce the docketing. Okay, in this way there are many guidelines have given with easy steps. You can read it and you apply how to write the best way. But I want to say the noting have the five cases. Noting should be restricted to the minimum, systematic and functional. The following can be adopted the noting in various categories. So there are the five type of the cases of the noting, how to write a noting and what should be this sort. Okay, the noting have must the note sheet number, file number, subject, section, page number, docketing, no paraphrasing should be available, and concluding paragraph, signature, and the front page and courtesy sheet. Okay, this is a preview of the remember that is linking with the some previous, noting linking with the some others files. Okay, and the structure of noting should be decision, background, and facts, and the problem analysis, suggestion, overcomes, how to improve. Okay, noting skill commands should be available, the background should be available, and what you write the correct background should be in fact database, not any missing data, and the regulation proceeding alternate and application should be available in the notings. Okay, in the alter way you have understand, because I say you already there are many others expert content merge here to understand you easily. What is noting? Noting the written record of the examination, and what need of noting? The usual instrument disposal of a case as a tool for a decision making. Okay, guideline for noting: concise and point to point, simply directly written, and avoid variability, courtesy of the language, and paragraph constraints. One idea in one sentence should be available. How to write or maintain a note sheet? Subject should be available. 1 by third margin should be left side. Yes, 1 by third margin on the left side. Okay, file number should be available, and current notes all are given here. Okay, 5C, yes, you have to know about the noting always required 5C. 5C means complete, clear, coherence, correct, and courteous. The 5C should be always keep in mind, then write a noting. Okay, while writing a note avoid these things, four things, and flagging in the alphabet noting number a b c d a b b should be available, no alphabet to be repeated. Okay, and flag catch this eyes, proper reference. In this way you can understand noting and drafting. Hope you understand this. The basic funda is about the clarity of the format, what is noting and what is drafting. Okay, when you have clear about this how this format, how to write you, then your mind will be very clear. You should also practice this. I will also provide the day-to-day basis about its practice, by which you can understand very well and you can score good marks. Okay, now you can download my application from Play Store, Applied Science Solution, and join this course, and you will get this PDF in the study materials. Okay, you will get in study materials, and also you connect my YouTube channel uh, from YouTube, and my YouTube Applied Science Solution. Stay connected there, and also subscribe because for further updates. And hope you, if you want to study course on web, then web.classplus.com. You can enter my organization code BBGND. Okay, hope you understand everything. And if you have iPhone, then this video will be also available in iPhone, but you have to install a Class Plus, and then you will enter my organization code BBGND. Okay, hope you understand everything. Your day should be very well because you learn today a new thing about noting and drafting. I also try my best. What should we improve? Please feedback in comment, and also in a chat section of my application. What should I do for better? Okay, go to my application and chat. What should I improve better? Hope everything. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.